Adventures in the Castle Estate. The afternoon sun streamed through the tall windows of Lady Marlene's castle estate. Inside the grand guest room, Princess Cara sat with a small group of noble girls, her close companions, chatting quietly while awaiting their tea. Carly moved gracefully around the table, carrying a silver tray laden with fine porcelain cups and small plates of delicate pastries. Her golden braids swayed gently with each step, and she wore her usual warm smile as she set the tray down. "Here is your tea and snacks, Your Highness," Carly said softly, bowing her head. "Thank you," Princess Cara replied with a kind smile. She looked around the room, then asked, "Where is Vincentius?" "Where is he?" Carly's smile softened as she answered, "He is at the war room briefing with the guards." "Don't worry, Your Highness. He will be here shortly." "Thank you," Cara said again, though her eyes betrayed her anticipation. At a nearby table, two noble girls whispered with sly smirks. "Hey, look," one of them said in a hushed, mocking tone. "It's that maid again, Vincentius's little harlot." "Heh, no wonder Vincentius doesn't pay as much attention to Princess Cara these days," the other girl giggled cruelly. Carly heard them. Her smile faltered, but she forced herself to keep serving, pretending not to notice. "Girls, stop mocking her," Princess Cara suddenly snapped, her voice firm. "She has nothing to do with you. Vincentius is not like that." One of the girls leaned forward with a smirk. "Why? She's prettier than you, Princess Cara. Maybe they are having a secret affair behind your back." Carly froze. She didn't turn around. She didn't defend herself. She simply lowered her head, tears gathering in her eyes. Quietly, she left this room, her tears falling unnoticed as she stepped away. Just then, Vincentius entered the room. As he stepped inside, he caught sight of Carly leaving with her eyes red and swollen. "Carly!" he called gently. "Did they mock you again?" Carly turned and forced a weak smile. "No, my lord, it's nothing. I have to return to the kitchen." Vincentius nodded silently, his jaw tightening as he entered the room. The laughter of the noble girls greeted him, but Cara's face looked hurt, her hands clenched tightly in her lap. Vincentius stood tall, his sharp gaze sweeping across the girls. "Was it you?" His voice was calm, but his eyes were filled with restrained fury. "Is this what you call friendship, Princess Cara? These are not your friends. They mock the one who has served us loyally and even hurt you with their words. This is disgraceful." The room fell silent. No one dared to respond. "If you continue to mock my maid or spread false rumors about my beloved betrothed," Vincentius said, his voice cutting like steel, "I will report your actions to the king and bring shame upon your families. Leave. Now." The girls hesitated. "But Vincentius, Leave! Now!" His voice thundered through the hall. Without another word, the noble girls fled the room, their faces pale with fear. Vincentius sat beside Cara, his voice softening. "I am sorry for what happened, Your Highness." "No," Cara whispered, eyes glistening. "I'm sorry for my friend's actions." "You don't need to apologize," Vincentius said gently. "It's just you and me now." The two sat quietly together, the room finally at peace. In the kitchen, Carly washed dishes silently. Her tears fell freely now, hidden by the sound of running water. "Carly?" a small voice called. She turned quickly and wiped her tears away, forcing a smile. "Yes, Matthias?" "Did you cry?" Matthias asked, holding his wooden sword tightly. No. I'm just tired," Carly replied softly. "Please don't lie to me," Matthias said, his voice trembling. "Did someone mock you?" "I want their names." "No, Matthias. It's not a big deal. Please, I don't want you to get in trouble." Matthias's eyes welled with tears. "I understand you, Carly. I don't want you to suffer. Not like I made you suffer before." Carly shook her head gently. "I already forgave you, Matthias." "Please, it's nothing." Carly turned back to the dishes, her tears falling silently. Matthias stepped closer, his hand trembling as he reached out and gently patted her back. "I promise, Carly," he thought fiercely, his eyes glistening with both guilt and anger. I will protect you. No matter who they are, I will never forgive them, including myself. The two stayed like that, silently comforting each other. Meanwhile, in the royal library, Tariq sat at a wooden desk, studying an ancient book. The flickering candlelight reflected in his focused eyes as he carefully traced the text with his fingers. "Lord Tariq!" a gentle voice called. He looked up to see Luma standing at the doorway. "Oh, Miss Luma," Tariq greeted her warmly. "Come have dinner with us," she said with a small smile. "Master Elric and my mother are waiting." Tariq nodded. "One moment." He turned to the bookkeeper. "May I bring this book with me?" "You may, my lord," the bookkeeper replied, "but you must return it tomorrow." "Don't worry," Tariq said with a grateful smile. "I will return it tomorrow, and perhaps read another book after." He carefully placed the book under his arm and walked to the door where Luma waited. Together, they left the quiet library to join the others for dinner.